Hey boys, hope you guys are all well today. Today we're going to be switching up the content a little bit just to see how you guys react to it, whether or not you like this content better or the content before. But in today's video, we're going to be talking about a very important but widespread issue that a lot of us individuals are experiencing when it comes to becoming the best versions of ourselves, and that is limiting beliefs. But not just any limiting belief. We're going to be talking about why you have not started the gym yet. Let me paint a picture for all of you guys. So you're sitting at home, you're aimless, you're bored with what to do outside of your shitty job. After work, you avoid doing anything hard and simply wind down by binge watching Netflix shows whilst you grab out of the fridge processed estrogenic food that has been sitting in plastic for 3 weeks at the back of your fridge. Your life is complete destruction of your future self in this constant spiral of instant gratification, whilst in the back of your head have thought about changing things, changing your life outcome, your future self, changing perhaps your physique, perhaps losing some weight, putting on some muscle, and just being able to look and feel better than your fatty and unhealthy looking, out of shape body that you are right now. At night, you cannot fall asleep because you keep putting yourself down and mentally putting yourself down because you know that these bad habits do not assist your life and that they do not provide you with any benefits apart from instant gratification, and therefore they must be get rid of. You must get rid of them completely, but yet you still look at yourself and you still say, I don't know what I want to do because these things are just constantly I'm always trying to avoid them. However, I can't simply because I've been in this spiral for so long and then I have no other way to get out of it. Basically, you think that your life is an endless rut. I hope this feeling hurts when you look in the mirror, when you're about to have a shower, and you say, what is this? Why must I have this belly fat on me? Why must I have these breasts? Why must I have acne everywhere and completely out of shape? Why must I have this? Why must this be me? Why does it have to be me? Why can't it be another person? Does it really have to be this bad? But what can I do about it? See, these are the things that you constantly question yourself every single day because you know that your current situation is not doing you any good. And if you keep following this constant cycle of bad habits and instant gratification, then you know that your life is going to come to a very short end. So, fuck it. Have you had enough? If you haven't had enough yet, then continue. Continue doing those bad habits because simply life has not hit you hard enough. There hasn't been a situation in your life where you have decided to, you know what, say to yourself, I cannot deal with this anymore and I'm going to do something about it because that is the only thing I can do. Keep watching those Netflix shows. Keep being that unathletic fatty who doesn't get any attention from women, men, or anyone simply because no one respects you. Because you don't respect yourself. You don't put in the time and effort to craft your body, to actually put it in the work, to shape and sculpt it. Because you, whenever you get home from work, spend that time, spend the rest of your day just eating shit food, not doing any exercise, and just lying on your couch or bed because you need to wind down. Simply, that is not okay. I heard this quote and it relates so perfectly to this situation. Change occurs when the pain of staying the same is greater than the pain of change. Your situation has to be bad enough for you to say, fuck it. But I do not want to do this anymore. So please, from now on, come on, Zach. Come on, Zach. You can change. You can do the things that will make you lose weight, to make you gain muscle, and go to the gym. That is it. Life has hit me hard enough. That girl just rejected me and said I stunk, said I was ugly, said I was unattractive and I should lose weight. Does that not just confront you and just say, Zach, you need to be better. You need to act more appropriately. You cannot live like this anymore. Because if you do, then how would you expect to get anything in life and achieve and experience any fulfillment in your life? When I personally had changed something in my life, it was probably because something was hurting just enough for me to say, I can't live like this anymore. I can recall a time when, I know this is not related to gym, but when I was talking to a girl and she simply rejected me because she said she wasn't attracted to me. So you know what? I stopped being needy. I stopped looking for attention from women, from girls in my grade, because it wasn't worth it. You know what was worth it? Sticking to my own goals, sticking to who I aspire to be. Because when I'm on the money, when I'm on the health, when I'm on the six pack, when I'm achieving and striving for these things, simply they come to me. It works the other way around, and a lot of people do not understand this. But you do have to understand this from now on, that in order to attract anything, any wealth, any beautiful relationship, any people, any woman, anything that is of great quality, anything that is of fulfillment, you must be able to craft and be ready for that opportunity to be able to grab that by the neck and say, you know what, this is mine. This is mine and not yours. Mine for the taking because I earned it, I put in the work, and eventually I will deserve it. So for you, there has to be a point in your life where every girl that you reacted with tells you to lose weight, or simply was disgusted, had a disgusted face simply because you reeked of Doritos and Maccas. Or when a girl you secretly liked and fantasized over for months at your workplace has just been cold approached by the tall, muscular man named Chad, who doesn't put women on a pedestal because he has a higher mission and purpose in life apart from chasing girls. If you are too comfortable with your situation and have been doing the same old habits for years on end now, simply it is going to be extremely difficult for you to change your circumstances just by doing something minuscule, such as someone telling you to go to the gym to lose weight. That feeling where you have had enough, where everything around you that you have been doing for the past few months or years just pisses you off because you can't stand living that old life. You can't stand those habits that simply were shit, simply did not serve you any purpose. And when you got home from work and you sat on that couch, you said, no, this is not who I am. This is not who I want to be in life. This is not the situation where I want to end up 5 years from now, because this is not my identity. That was my old identity, and my new identity is more motivated. He wants to go to the gym. He wants to change his body. He wants to do things for himself simply because he knows that this is what he wants. This is what will fulfill him in life, and that his future self will be proud of him for doing so. So, that turning point is the most pivotal, the most critical point in your life, when you have had enough of your situation and you simply will do anything possible to get out of the situation. It doesn't matter whether a workout does not work. It doesn't matter whether that walk was not good. It doesn't matter whether people doubt you, because you're not going to do that simply because I know you're not. I know you're gonna go back to those old habits. Fuck all those people. Fuck all those people who do not understand your path, because your path is in your hands and you are the one who has to craft it, but you have to start from 0 in order to get to 1 and eventually to 100. It doesn't matter if you believe in God or you don't. When you have this turning point, God is watching the entire time. God is looking above and He's looking to see what you are going to do next. God will give you the power and the things that you want if He sees you consistently working towards getting out of the rut that you are currently in. If you do not act appropriately and you do not take that motivation, that internal motivation, and put it to work, go to the gym, to be able to go to the gym and put in effort to get yourself out of that rut, then simply God will put you in the hands of the most beautiful, most knowledge-based individuals who will guide you, or not just people, but in like your diet. It will guide you to make the right decisions and not choose the decisions that simply revert you back to that old life where you're eating shit food. Going back to the whole premise of this video, why you haven't started the gym yet. Simply because something in your life hasn't hit you hard enough for you to change. Perhaps that doctor tells you that you're at a very high risk of developing high blood pressure or other illnesses because of your unhealthy fat body. Whether that internal motivation is, grab it by its head and act on it immediately. Get off the couch and go for a walk. Get off the phone and go for a run to the gym. Do some girl push-ups on your knees and accept that you haven't been living your ideal life and any means is possible. God enjoys you. God enjoys this point because He wants to see that after a few days what you will do. What are you going to do next with that motivation? Are you going to continue going to the gym? Are you going to slack off a little bit and then go a couple of days later? Or are you going to go every single day and that He will see that you're consistently working towards losing that weight, developing that muscle, because you're developing that muscle and just being able to just feel much better mentally and physically. It doesn't matter what you do dedicated to your fitness and your health. You might join a class, you might go to the gym by yourself, you might go with friends, you might go for a run on the treadmill. It doesn't matter what you do. Simply what you need to do is anything possible, anything that you can think of related to your health and fitness that you have access to you right now, you should do that. Not something else, not this massive program that some guy on Instagram is persuading you to join or to do. No, you don't have to do that. Just commit to one day. Commit to day 1 of your journey. And then figure out day 2, day 3, and then by day 4 you can figure out everything else. It doesn't matter, you figure it out all along the way, and then you'll find what works for you and what doesn't work for you. That's just how it works. Perhaps take a fitness class at your gym with 10 other people like you wanting to get into shape and being able to physically be active and change their bodies. So make friends with these people, push each other, and this will possibly get you motivated to do another workout or to do another class, because you have other people who are there who are saying, Zach, push harder. Zach, why aren't you here today? Why didn't you come to the gym? Our class was amazing today. Just being able to break a sweat with other people and just being able to live in that moment of enjoyment and fulfillment because you put in that work, in that effort, that 45 minutes of class. And afterwards, you can enjoy that beautiful sweat because you understood that this is just amazing. This being able to physically be active with other people, with someone else guiding us along the way, this is amazing. How could you not want to continue going to the gym, to do these classes and meet these beautiful people who you can motivate and who will motivate you as well to becoming a changed person. Just think about that. Think about all the possibilities that you can possibly find and figure out when you actually get off your ass and go to the gym. The more times you force yourself to go to the gym or go out for that walk or whatever is another small percentage of you stripping away your old identity and forming a new identity. So these limiting beliefs that the gym is depressing, that you don't want to go to the gym because you're lazy, because you're unmotivated, that you simply do not want to change your life, that breaking point where you say to yourself, you know what, I do not want to live like this anymore, that is when the gym becomes motivating. That is when the gym becomes that catalyst where you can change your identity and you can change people's minds from that you're a lazy piece of shit to you're a respectable and you are a dedicated and disciplined individual, simply because you go to the gym every single day, working towards building your body, building your physique, sculpting it in any means possible. That is the way we should all be living. We should avoid limiting beliefs. We should break them with just simple action. Simple action culminated over time will help to establish that new identity within ourselves that will help to create our future and ultimately fulfillment in our lives. That's all from me, guys. I hope you got something from this video and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.